Good morning, all of you. I am Dr. Alok Agrawal, and I welcome you on your next lecture on internal combustion engine having course code ME501. So, in last class, we have seen three problems on engine performance parameter. So, in this class, we will continue with some more problems. So, let's start with another problem, that is problem 4. So, here it is given that a 4-stroke petrol engine delivers 35 kilowatt with a mechanical efficiency of 80%. Okay, so two things are given. First is brake power, it is given 35 kilowatt, and another one is mechanical efficiency, that is 80%. Next, the fuel consumption of the engine is 0.4 kg per kilowatt hour. So it is given fuel consumption in terms of power, means kilowatt hour. So it is given actually specific fuel consumption. So from the unit we have to say that it is given what it is given. Okay, and the air fuel ratio is 14 is to 1. So A is to F is 14 is to 1. The heating value of the fuel is 4300 kilojoule per kg. So calorific value it is given. And what it is asking indicated power, friction power, brake thermal efficiency, fuel consumption per hour, and air consumption per hour. So let's start by writing the given things, that is brake power 35 kilowatt, mechanical efficiency 80%, brake specific fuel consumption is 0.4 kg per kilowatt hour, air fuel ratio is 14 to 1, and calorific value is 4300 kilojoule per kg. First is indicated power. As it is given that mechanical efficiency is 80% and brake power it is given. So we know that mechanical efficiency is brake power by indicated power. So two things are known. One thing is asked, that is indicated power. So it can easily be calculated by substituting the value of mechanical efficiency and brake power. We get indicated power as 43.75 kilowatt. Next is friction power. We know that friction power is the difference between indicated power and brake power. So again, it will be 43.75 minus 35, that is 8.75 kilowatt. Third one is brake thermal efficiency. So we know that 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3600 kilojoule. So we know that formula of brake thermal efficiency is brake power upon mf into cv. But here we don't know mf, exact value of mf. We know mf in terms of brake specific fuel consumption. We cannot use that formula directly by taking brake power as 35 kilowatt. But here fuel consumption is given that 0.4 kg fuel is getting consumed when the engine has to produce a power of 1 kilowatt per hour. So we can change our power output from 35 kilowatt to 1 kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is 3600 kilojoule. So the brake thermal efficiency is brake power upon FF into CV. So for keeping MF as 0.4 kg, we have to change our brake power accordingly. So we are changing our brake power as 1 kilowatt per hour, 1 kilowatt hour, that is 3600 kilojoule into MF per hour, because here we are taking power output in terms of hour. So we can take MF also in terms of hour. No need to convert it in second. Okay. So it is 0.4, and calorific value of fuel it is already given 4300 kilojoule per kg. So by substituting all the value, we get brake thermal efficiency as 20.9%. Okay. So this is here is a trick that we cannot take here brake power as 35 kilowatt because MF is not given 0.5 kg per hour or per second. It is given in terms of per kilowatt hour. So it is the unit of brake specific fuel consumption. So that we have to keep in mind. Next is fuel consumption per hour. Now brake specific fuel consumption, we know that fuel consumption per hour by brake power. So MF is equal to brake specific fuel consumption into brake power. The fuel consumption per hour will be like this. So 0.4 into 35, which is 14 kg per hour MF. Okay. Now air consumption per hour, we know it is given air fuel ratio MF MA by MF. It is given 14 is to 1. So MA is equal to 1 A by F into MF, where A by F is 14. So we can easily calculate 14 is to 14. We have just calculated MS as 14. So 14 is to 14. So mass flow rate of air is 196 kg per hour. So this is very simple problem. Now let's move to another problem where a 4-stroke 4-cylinder engine running at 2000 RPM. So RPM means N is given and develops 60 kilowatt. Brake power is given 60 kilowatt. Brake thermal efficiency is 30%. Calorific value of fuel is 42 megajoule, so 4200 kilojoule per kg. Engine has a bore of 120 mm, means diameter is 120 mm, and stroke length means capital L is 100 mm. Here density of air has to be taken 1.15 kg per meter cube and air fuel ratio is given 15:1. Again, mechanical efficiency is given 0.8, that means 80%. And again, fuel consumption in kg per second. Now, here we have to take care that what it is asking. It is not just asking fuel consumption, it is asking fuel consumption in kg per second. Similarly, it is not just asking air consumption, it is asking air consumption in meter cube per second. So, this density will help us in that. We will see. Next is indicated thermal efficiency, volumetric efficiency, brake mean effective pressure, and mean piston speed are the other things that has been asked. So solution, we will start it by writing given condition, that is speed n is equal to 2000 rpm, brake power is equal to 60 kilowatt, brake thermal efficiency is equal to 30%, cv is equal to 42 into 10 to the power 3 kilojoule per kg, diameter we will convert it from mm to meter, stroke length we will convert it from mm to meter, density, air fuel ratio, and mechanical efficiency is given. So first start with fuel consumption. So we know that brake thermal efficiency is brake power upon MF into calorific value. So brake power it is known, brake thermal efficiency is given 30%. We have to calculate MF, Q, calorific value is also given. So by substituting all the values, we can get MF as 60 by 0.3 into 4200. So we can easily calculate MF as 4.76 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg per second. And here also it is asking mass of fuel flow rate in kg per second. So we are directly getting it in kg per second. So no need to do anything here. Okay. Next is air consumption, but it is asking in meter cube per second. So first we will calculate it in kg per second with the help of air fuel ratio, which is given 15:1. So we have calculate when we calculate it in kg per second, we have to multiply it by mf only, a by f. But again, for converting it in meter cube per second, we have to divide it by density of air. So the unit of the mass flow rate will be converted and it will give volume flow rate. Okay. So now we'll get by substituting all the values, a by f 15, mass flow rate of fuel is 4.76 into 10 to the power minus 3, and density of air is 1.15. So we'll get 62.09 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube per second as flow rate of air. Okay. Next one is indicated thermal efficiency. Indicated thermal efficiency formula, we know that indicated power upon MF into calorific value. From mechanical efficiency, we can calculate indicated power because brake power and mechanical efficiency is given. Because in this equation, that indicated thermal efficiency is unknown and indicated power is also not given in the problem. So first we have to calculate the indicated power. So indicated power has been calculated by the mechanical efficiency relation. So from here we get indicated power as 75 kilowatt. Now by substituting indicated power as 75 kilowatt in this equation, we can get indicated thermal efficiency as 37.51%. Okay. Here MF is 4.76 into 10 to the power 3. We have just calculated it. The fourth one is volumetric efficiency. Now this is the main part of the problem. Volumetric efficiency, we know that volumetric efficiency is actual volume flow rate of air per cylinder upon volume flow rate of air corresponding to displacement volume. Means actual flow rate V by Vs into 100%. Now air flow rate per cylinder, we know air flow rate of complete cylinder MA, what we have calculated, it is for all 4 cylinder because we are working on 4 cylinder engine. So it is for 4 cylinder. So for per cylinder, we have to divide it by 4. So for one cylinder, we get air flow rate as 15.52 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this is actual air flow rate for per cylinder. Now, volumetric efficiency is equal to actual air flow rate upon volume flow rate of air corresponding to displacement volume. So here, see, this air flow rate is per second. Okay. So stroke volume pi by 4 d square L Vs into we have to do how much strokes will occur in 1 second. We can calculate it by the value of RPM n by 2. This is 4-stroke engine, so we have to put here n by 2. If it was 2-stroke engine, we have just put n. So n by 2 and 60 we are dividing it to convert it in from meter to second. So n is given in RPM, revolution per minute. So for converting that minute into second, we are dividing it by 60. So the complete thing we will get for second. So by substituting all the value of D, L and N, we can get volumetric efficiency as 82.3%. Okay. So here it has to be taken care that we have to do it for per second. Okay, this is stroke volume of cylinder. Okay, but in 1 second, how many strokes are getting completed? So it will be calculated by the help of capital N, that is revolution per minute. Now the final is brake mean effective pressure. So brake mean effective pressure, we know the formula, 60,000 into brake power upon LANK, LAN into KN is number of power stroke, K is number of cylinder, and rest of the thing you know that L is length of stroke, A is area, and BP is brake power. So again, substituting, brake power is 60, length of stroke is 0.1, diameter is 0.12 meter, N, again it is 4 stroke engine, so this number of power stroke will be capital N by 2, that is 2000 by 2 into number of cylinder, K is 4. So this will give PBM is equal to 7.96 bar. Okay. Finally, mean piston speed. Mean piston speed formula we know that SP is equal to 2 into Ln. Now substituting all the values, 2 into L is 0.1 into 2000. Again we are dividing it by 60 to convert it in second, because generally we say speed in per second. So it will come out to be 6.67 meter per second. Okay, so this is a very important problem. Had been already asked in RGPV exam few years back. So this is very important. Okay, so these two problems will be enough for today's class. In next class, we will solve some more problems. Thank you very much.